So there's a group of ladies that made a list of places that dudes should just not take women on their first date. And this originated, I think, a couple of days ago with this video that went viral of a woman that was on a date. Dude takes her to Cheesecake Factory, and she decides she's not getting out of the car because she's too good for Cheesecake Factory, and you should not take her there.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay.
She got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes.
Did you want me to open the door for you?
Okay.
Are you? You're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up, going in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
So she fancies herself, for sure.
I said it once. I said it before. She looks like she works at the Cheesecake Factory and gets paid in cheesecake.
Tommy.
Talking about, look at all this, taking me to the Cheesecake Factory.
So I actually saw her in an interview a few days later, and that went viral also. And the dude interviewing her was giving her every opportunity to back out of her opinion. She was doubling, tripling down. I mean, she's just like, this is not a place you take. I was learned to be taken care of. This is how my dad raised me. I know my worth, and I'm better than Cheesecake Factory.
I was wondering if that was the same video where she justified it on her own or if this was different. But you're saying this was a full interview?
Full interview.
Okay, so she must have doubled down twice.
Yeah. All right, so this list of places that dudes should not take women on a first date. So maybe this will really help guys out. Let's go through some of these guys. You give either the check mark or you say absolutely not, okay?
And I'm putting myself in the position of when my now husband and I first met, and if he were to take me here as a first date, if I would be flattered or not flattered.
I got to be honest with you. I'm going to be out of the loop on this one here a little bit because this feels like a very elitist thing.
It is.
If I pulled up to a Cheesecake Factory or she, whatever, was a little bit more aggressive and she was the one that picked it and we went to a Cheesecake Factory, I honestly wouldn't think twice about it. But food has never been important to me.
I wouldn't think twice about Cheesecake Factory either.
Any of you guys?
Nope, wouldn't think twice at all.
Abby, a little bit maybe?
I might do a double take.
Okay,
But
all right.
if that's where he wanted to take me, then, I would judge him on his personality and hopefully not on his restaurant choices.
But maybe he just doesn't have enough cash to take you to somewhere nicer. So Cheesecake Factory is what he can afford. So are you saying if you can't take me high end, don't take me anywhere?
Cheesecake Factory is not cheap.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this very weird middle ground where it's like kind of a cheesy chain, but it's also it's not inexpensive.
Okay.
And it's also important to note this is first date only, right? So this is the
Correct.
date when I don't even really know you yet at all.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to make a first impression.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not spending our 10th anniversary at Cheesecake Factory.
Right,
This
of course.
is the first date.
Yes.
All right. Number 2 on their list, this group of women say Applebee's. He pulls up to an Applebee's, Abby, and you got to be honest. All of us got to be honest. What's your first impression?
I gotta be honest, it's a no for me, dog.
I know.
They got $1 margaritas right now. Let's turn it up in there. I'm fine.
They do have pretty incredible happy hour specials. If for first date, again, I'm in my early 20s and going out with my husband, I wouldn't be faced by Applebee's.
Okay. Cassie?
Yeah, no, I'm low key. I'm just happy to have a date, honestly. I'm glad that I got in the car with you somehow. I've tricked you, so I don't care. It's about getting to know the person.
I am trying to bring myself back to early 20s when I just didn't have a lot of cash, and I would have done something other than take her to Applebee's.
Have you forgotten?
Uh-oh.
It's eating good in the neighborhood.
Well, yeah, they should get sued for that slogan.
And I think it's going to be different, too, if you're in the city dating versus, the country. Because where I grew up, Applebee's was one of the, nicer restaurants in Louisiana. Copeland's was woo, you got a celebration going on.
Chili's. Abby, he pulls up to a Chili's.
I will say, I do think there's a different context to Chili's. I do think Chili's is the most elite of all the chain restaurants. So you know what? I'm willing to be down for a marg.
No problem.
No problem.
Yeah, Chili's.
No problem.
No problem. No problem. All right, let's skip a couple of... Ooh, Olive Garden. Olive Garden. Olive Garden.
It's a little too camp for me. No.
I love the breadsticks. It's some of the best salad I've ever had in my life. No problem.
That, I think, is the one, because I think there's always a good mom and pop Italian spot nearby, and if it's cheap, I'd prefer that.
I like Olive Garden.
Really? But being realistic, first date, he pulls up. You're cool.
I swear to you, first date, I'm fine. I do agree. Like, if you're saying this is like a red flag, deal breaker, we pull up at Olive Garden, no, it's not. Would I be like, I wonder why he didn't take me to Alfredo's? But we would go to Olive Garden and I still test out his personality.
Does Alfredo's have never-ending pasta?
No, they don't.
Just saying.
The movies. Any movie, first date.
Yeah, I think that's normal.
I actually don't like the movies on the first date because I feel like the first date is the day when you're supposed to talk, and you don't talk at the movies.
Yeah.
So that never made sense as a first date to me.
It's a cop-out to me.
It is.
It is.
Dinner and a movie. That's
Yes.
fine. Olive Garden and a movie.
If we go to the movies and then go to dinner so we can talk about the movie, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Your house for a first date.
Absolutely not.
You think?
No, absolutely not.
I would never lower myself.
I don't want to be a skin suit.
Any fast food chain. There you go. Have any of them.
Any of them. No, thank you.
Wait.
Okay, so it depends if you're creative, because there was a date one time where a guy showed up with 5 envelopes and you picked like McDonald's out of the 5 envelopes and you could get one item from each of the 5 fast food restaurants. And then it was a little picnic at the end.
Oh, that's fun.
So that's kind of cute. So if you're creative about it, I think it's fine.
This doesn't say creative.
This just says you're going to a fast food place.
What if he suggests going to church for a first date? This is a good one for you, Abby, because you've got some deep spiritual roots.
Yeah, well, for me, did we meet at church? And he's like, hey, let's go get coffee and then, go worship the Lord together. Sure. Am I going to think you're boring as hell? Absolutely. But, it wouldn't be a red flag.
Okay.
That would be weird for me.
Yeah.
Church first date.
Yeah, church would be weird.
Not so much.
That a little too soon.
Yeah, we're just not compatible.
Okay.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay.
God bless you. No, thank you.
How about just a movie night like Netflix, Hulu? So you're really combining two here, movies and going to your house.
Absolutely not.
That's not a date to me. That's a hang.
It is.
Yeah. Waffle House?
You know what?
Okay.
So here's where the tides turn for me. So I dated a guy a couple years ago who was like obsessed with Waffle House. He was from Georgia, and I guess like Waffle House is a big deal in Georgia. And I told him I had never been to Waffle House before. So our first date was at Waffle House because he wanted me to experience his favorite restaurant, the Waffle Home.
Complex shared this list as well because it's gone viral, and Waffle House commented on it and said if she's too good for a Waffle House, just put a bunch of red flags, and I believe that is a fact. I think like some of this is camp or whatever, but Waffle House has the potential to be cute.
I would be concerned we might have to fight our way out of there.
Only if you're there at like 3 a.m.
That's a good point.
I would be honest with you. I would rather try to find something else to do. If I didn't have the money to take her anywhere except a Waffle House, I'd find something else to do.
I think it's so cute.
I do too.
And if you told her to get dressed up for a dressy date, then you roll up to the Wahoo, I got a problem with that. But if you're all just hanging, that's fun.
There is a high stomach being not feeling so good after that Waffle House date, and that is not someplace I want to be.
If you got a sensitive tom-tom.
Yeah. And the gym, what would be the last one? He wants to work out with you for a first date.
That's a red flag.
Literally never.
Absolutely not.
The Bert Show.